Hello, how you doing YouTube? See the here, the dogs. Just about to go for a... Don't say the word, because I won't get any peace if I say the word. I just want to show you this quick. Just, the summer of 1918 aerial photography of Kiev, visible section of Peshrok. Sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing foreign words. It's awful, bad enough with English. But it's saying, in fact, it is a giant vaporizer fractal for mining tin. I saw it done in 1991. They tried to start it. If that's a first-hand account of someone who saw them trying to restart ancient tech, that'd just be amazing, wouldn't it? Look at the star for it. So imagine if they actually were all... They're the same all over the world, similar, the same design, same build, same people, same origin. So they could well easily have been all linked up at one point. And as we use and understand electricity today is not necessarily how they used it back then. Technology was definitely more than the story they give us. Resets are true. Look at Wise Up's work. He's shown us time again that it just resets happen. Beautiful star photo on it. Just as a star photo, it's beautiful, isn't it? But the fact that they could have all been linked up at one point just blows my mind. It's just mind blowing, isn't it? That could be reset. How many times has man been here? How many people survive each time? Was there ever a point when they sort of knew a reset were coming and more people got through it because they were prepared, as opposed to when one happens and it takes everybody out the game? I managed to get the full size photo. Lost my train of thought there. I just got a message, just distracted me from what I was going to show you next. Don't hear from people for ages and ages, and then as soon as I start doing something, I'm going to have to start turning Messenger off when I'm making vlogs because it's totally distracting. It's a good photograph, that. I wonder what it looks like today. It does look familiar, but they all have a similarity about them, don't they? But Kiev, I think it is one maybe I've seen before from different angles. I've not seen that picture before that I can remember, because there's that many, there's that many good pictures of star forts, from above, etc., and coloured in and crystal clear and that. But what I like about this one is it seems to be an old photograph of a star fort. Alright, just a quick interlude. This is the alibi, of course. There's Hearst Castle and the Needles landmark attraction there. There's 2 points there, and I wonder if one's like cathode and anode. Where the Hearst Castle is, that's even called a battery, a military battery. The military term in that use of the word. Yeah, and this is what I want to point out. Look at these lines in this channel. Can you see them lines there? Can you see them? How come that's man-made? If you look in the sea there, it looks like the ocean floor is made of blocks. It's so uniform. Can you see? You can see them. I don't know if it's a glitch or whatever. It'll probably be just called a glitch, but is it? You see it, and they carry on them lines. They're all over the place. Really odd. So I wonder if the Isle of Wight was some form of energy charging station, and it sent it up the Thames and not the Thames, but whatever that river is there, and joined with all the rivers, and all the rivers are in one way or another connected, and then with the star forts, etc. Going back to this picture here with the star fort, and look, again I'll say it, the foundations for this place must have been absolutely ginormous. I dare say if they scrape that away, they'll find a few more levels or layers or whatever more to it. Because look at the bottom right hand corner, he's brilliant, and you can see a path, a white line path about a centimetre up at ends from the bottom. You can see that white path, but look below that white path, you can still see the form where they had to put the foundations, or what possibly is other structures. But that thing's so huge. And look at the tower in the middle, that central tower, central point, and the cube, of course. The whole thing's, and the old Star Forts is the same, uniform, wherever you go, they all have the same origins, same design, sort of, to suit the land where they are. There'll be alternative sorts of patterns. But I wonder, I think water linked, and I do think water was in one of the resets anyway, one what seems to have left a lot more residue than others. I think in Starfort times they were using waterways. I think that was their tech, maybe. They used water like we wouldn't believe anyway. They knew what it was, exactly what it was, and used it to its full potential, I think. To a potential we couldn't even you can only speculate upon. A really interesting article that I found. Well, yeah. Someone pointed out to me on Facebook. I saw it on a Facebook post. So I looked at it and wow. Red bricks, one of the world's most abundant and cheapest building materials, can be converted into batteries that can be charged to hold electricity, according to new research from Washington University St. Louis. If the smart brick concept is truly scalable, we might have whole new meanings for the concept of a self-sustained home and a bricked battery. That's a curious phrase, isn't it? Brick battery makes me think of that, like I showed on the bottom of the English coast across from the Isle of Wight, where the military battery is Hurst Castle. Related, new sodium-ion battery paves way for sustainable battery products. The researchers behind the concept published their proof of concept on August the 11th in Nature Communications, in which they showed a brick directly powering a green LED light pictured above. Our method works with regular brick or recycled bricks, and we can make our own bricks as well, said Julio Dorsey, assistant professor of chemistry, explained in a press release. As a matter of fact, the work that we have published in Nature Communications stems from bricks that we bought at Home Depot right here in Brentwood, Missouri. Each brick was 65 cents. Right, in this work we have developed a coating of the conducting polymer P-dot, which is comprised of nanofibers that penetrate the inner porous network of a brick. A polymer coating remains trapped in a brick and serves as an ion sponge that stores and conducts electricity. The iron oxide and rust in red bricks that give them their colour are essential for triggering the polymerization reaction. The researchers say that walls made from these bricks have the potential for storing a large amount of energy. So imagine previous resets, previous versions of us or whatever, the ones before us, of which there's just so much evidence. Maybe they were advanced as us, but maybe they're they took a different route. I think they knew exactly what